What is going on, my stock market bulls and bears? I'm your host, Terry, and welcome to the channel. Buy the dip. That is right, guys. In today's video, we're just going to cover a interview that Peter Rawlinson was on CNBC on the record this morning. So we want to go hear him talking about live from the New York City showroom, and they're going to be here opening up showrooms across, the whole United States of the Lucid Motors stores. So super excited. Let's get in here and check out this interview with Peter Rawlinson. We'll make some stops throughout the video and talk about
Lucid CEO and CTO Peter Rawlinson. Peter, it is great to see you. I have seen that showroom. I've now walked around it. It is a remarkable thing, and I know that you have a vehicle right behind you that is, I should say, on sale. We should talk about deliveries in a second, but on sale. It's nice to see you, Peter.
Nice to see you, Andrew, and great that you could actually see this in person. This is an awesome new studio which we're opening here this week in the meatpacking district of Manhattan. I invite everyone to come and see this car in its natural setting in this beautiful new studio in Manhattan.
I have so many questions to ask you about the vehicle behind you, about deliveries, about capital expenditures and the like, but I don't know if you could hear us on the way into this segment. Leslie was talking about sort of the spate of SPACs, a number of which have fallen in terms of valuation, including Lucid's before the de-SPAC. And I'm curious how you think investors should think about that and how investors should think more broadly about the valuations of EV companies.
I think the real differentiator here, the long-term value proposition of Lucid, is our technology, our underlying technology. Behind me, we have the Lucid Air here, and this is the first electric car which will achieve over 500 miles range. And it's going to do that through the prowess of Lucid's in-house technology, vertically integrated technology, and vertically integrated manufacturing capabilities. And that's what differentiates us from others who don't have the technology. And the long-term value of Lucid is in its tech.
More broadly, though, we've even seen the shares of Tesla be challenged over the past several months. What do you make of the way the market is valuing EVs?
I think there's a recognition, a cognizance, a widespread acknowledgement, finally, that EVs are the future. And the pendulum is finally going to swing now. And one or two of the remaining doubts, really, which are restricting the widespread adoption of electrification are range anxiety and cost of entry. Now, with range anxiety, we've addressed that with the Lucid Air. Over 500 miles range, we can replace range anxiety with range confidence. The other thing is we have the most efficient car with the most efficient technology in the world, which enables us to go up to 4.5 miles per kilowatt hour. And that efficiency will drive down the cost of future models. And that's what I'm particularly interested in. That's my passion, to mass industrialize electric cars through ultra-high technology.
Peter, all of that technology is very exciting, but I just go back to the valuation issue, which is I think that investors are trying to grapple with what kind of multiple they should be assigning and how they should be valuing these companies. Tesla obviously has a remarkable valuation that effectively means that it is bigger by market cap if you were to combine almost all of the current car makers together. The question is, you look at the valuation of your company, you look at the valuation of others. There's a lot more competition in this space. Do you think that investors should be using the valuations of some of the older car company models, the sort of classic companies, the Volkswagens, the General Motors of the world? Should they be looking at a Tesla when they look at you? What do you think is the appropriate way to think about it?
It's a fascinating point you raise. I mean, Tesla's commanding its valuation as future-looking, and also because it is in a preeminent position. It is the preeminent technology company in the EV field. That's why it commands such a high market cap. And there's now going to be two runners in that race. Lucid is going to join as a new force in EV technology. And that puts the US in an incredibly healthy position, having two front-running EV tech companies in Tesla and Lucid. And I think it's the technology that justifies those valuations. It's no longer the commodity valuation, how many cars you build, that determines the value of a company. It's the technology and the future potential of that tech. And our tech has got the future potential to truly mass industrialize electric cars.
I must pause the video here, guys. I love what Peter says there, that he is going to give Tesla competition on the technology part of it. Man, I love it, man. I'm so happy to be a shareholder in this, guys. I have 200 shares of this. I'm super excited to see the future of Lucid Motors and how they're going to be able to compete with Tesla. Not necessarily on how many cars they produce, as Peter says, but on the technology side of it. And I'm super excited about that. Let's continue in with this interview.
Peter, though, how do you think then about General Motors? They're aiming to produce, I'm looking here, by 2035, they want to have 30 new plug-in models arriving, and 30 new plug-in models arriving by 2025, and they plan to make a $35 billion investment.
Well, I really welcome what GM is doing and that commitment, but let's see how successful they are in implementing that. You know, there's no such thing really as a market for electric cars. People often say, oh gosh, that market is being saturated. There's a market for cars, and the more better electric cars that come along, the more the penetration into the car market will be occupied by EVs. And that's why I welcome the competition, particularly Mercedes is coming now with the EQS. And this is great because Lucid Air can be compared at the top table with the manufacturer that invented the car, Mercedes-Benz, with the best offering from Stuttgart. And there's always room at the top. It's mighty crowded down below.
Right. Peter, you've said that you plan to put vehicles into production in the second half of the year. The second half of the year begins next month. So what's it look like right now for you?
Well, we achieved a landmark red letter day last Friday. We started building our quality validation run, production run of cars. We've completed our pre-production run very successfully. And last Friday, June the 18th, the last working day of spring, we commenced our quality validation build at our state-of-the-art factory in Arizona. And there's a big difference here, Andrew. The quality validation build cars are the cars which ultimately we will sell directly to customers once we've got the quality right. And that build is currently underway. This is a big step forward in our mission to industrialize.
Real quick, guys, I want to pause and say, did you see the Lucid Gravity is expected to come out in 2023? Super excited about that. Let's get back to the interview and finish this up.
Lucid Air.
You've said that you plan to deliver 577 vehicles this year. You have 10,000 plus reservations. Are you on schedule?
Absolutely, we're bang on schedule. And as soon as the quality is right, we're on schedule to release those cars, what I believe will be the best car in the world, to proud new owners in the second half of this year. We're absolutely on track for that.
And I said 10,000 plus reservations. What do the reservations look like right now?
Over 10,000 and growing. It's very heartening. And we're responding to the uptake and increasing demand for Lucid by accelerating. We're accelerating $350 million of investment, bringing that forward to get better vertical integration in our plant throughout 22 and 23. We're also announcing an additional 6 to 7% overall investment in our plan, in our business plan, between 2021 and 26. And with that money, we'll be able to accelerate the growth of the company, secure and de-risk the risk factors, and also provide greater flexibility in terms of our mix of product. We're going to incorporate an extra 2.7 million square feet into our factory by the end of 2023. I'm very bullish about the future that this secures.
Peter, we appreciate you joining us. We look forward to following your progress and hope to talk to you again very, very soon. Thanks.
All right, guys. So there it is, man. That is the interview. Super excited to hear Peter Rawlinson talk about the future of Lucid Motors. As a shareholder myself, like I said, I have 200 shares. I'm super bullish on the future of this. This is one I don't have a problem holding because I'm super excited to see how this company does and how they grow. So guys, hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, check out the links down below. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.